everyone. As we gather here today on the occasion of our university's 8th Research Day, it is my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you on behalf of SRM University AP. My name is Milky, and I'm a research scholar in the Department of Psychology here at SRM University AP. May I request the convener of the 8th Research Day, Dr. Pradyut Kumar Sankey, to guide our chief guest, Professor Rajiv Ahuja, Director of IIT Guwahati and IIT Ropar, our guest of honor, Professor Amlan Chakrabarti, Professor and Director of A.K. Chowdhury School of Information Technology, University of Calcutta, Professor Manoj K. Arora, Vice Chancellor, SRM University AP, Dr. R. Prem Kumar, Registrar, SRM University AP, and Professor Ranjit Thapa, Dean Research, SRM University AP to the dais. As we set to start our event, SRM University's Music Club will lead us into invocation. May I request everyone to raise for the invocation?
Sharanam Bhavani, Puraye Kalyani. Sharanam Bhavani, Puraye Kalyani. Sharanam Bhavani, Puraye Kalyani. Vagabhimani, Varabrahmani, Vagabhimani, Varabrahmani. Sundaravini, Sucharitrani, Sundaravini, Sucharitrani. Sharanam Bhavani, Puraye Kalyani. Sharanam Bhavani. Jagadulu Nimma, Pogalu Vinamma. Jagadulu Nimma, Pogalu Vinamma. Hariya Turi Sindhu, Prati Bilamma. Paduve Shutiya, Beduve Madiya. Paduve Shutiya, Beduve Madiya. Purandara Vidhalana, Hiriya Suseya. Purandara Vidhalana, Hiriya Suseya. Sharanam Bhavani, Puraye Kalyani. Sharanam Bhavani, Puraye Kalyani.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. SRM University stands out as a champion for research and innovation, fostering a dynamic environment dedicated to advancing critical fields like health, technology, and science. By integrating research into its undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral programs, SRM equips students with the tools they need to succeed. These programs provide not only a global perspective, but also cultivate valuable research and entrepreneurial skills, preparing students to become future leaders in their chosen fields. This focus on interdisciplinary research fosters a thriving intellectual community where students and faculty collaborate to push the boundaries of knowledge and address pressing challenges. As a result, SRM University has transformed into a powerhouse of intellectual discovery, fueled by a relentless pursuit of knowledge and innovation, shaping a brighter future for communities and the nation. Today, you'll be hearing about remarkable research projects happening right here on campus across a wide range of disciplines. To illuminate our path of discovery today, we'll now be joined by honored guests and university leaders for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp. This traditional practice signifies the dispelling of darkness and the welcoming of knowledge and enlightenment. a perfect prelude to our day of research and exploration. May I invite the dignitaries on stage to light the lamp and mark the beginning of the 8th Research Day at SRM University, AP? Thank you very much. Research Day at SRM University is a chance for us to celebrate the incredible work being done by our faculty and students. Many of you might be wondering how research impacts your own lives. The truth is, it's everywhere. The smartphone in your pocket, the medicine you take, or even the materials used to build this very building, all these things are products of research. To illuminate our path of, I'm sorry, before we proceed further, it is my privilege to invite a distinguished individual whose leadership and vision have profoundly influenced our research community. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Manoj K. Arora, we are honored to have you here today. Your guidance has been instrumental in shaping the culture of excellence within our institution. As we embark on this journey of exploration and celebration, we eagerly anticipate your inspiring words to inaugurate this significant event. Ladies and gentlemen, let us extend a warm round of applause to welcome SRM University AP's Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Manoj K. Arora, to deliver the welcome address.
Good afternoon, everyone. Professor Rajiv Ahoja, Director IIT Ropar, and of course Director IIT Guwahati these days, and my good old friend. Why I say so? In fact, we started our journey from University of Roorkee, which is now IIT Roorkee, and we were studying together, but he was in science, I was in engineering, but we shared hostel as our common den, where we spent some time together. But ever since then, I remained at IIT Roorkee. He went to Sweden, and then he came back to India after 30 years, and directly as director of IIT Ropar. So let's welcome Rajiv Ahuja. Let's also welcome Amlan Chakravarti, whom I met today morning only. It was a 10 minutes kind of interaction, and somehow our interests also started clashing, and he works in AI ML, but his data are biomedical images. My data is satellite images, but we started discussing some of the algorithms which are common to both. So that's the connection which happened today morning with Amlan. So Amlan, thank you for coming to this campus. Dean Research, conveners of this research day, my other colleagues, Dean School of Liberal Arts, Dean School of Business, my dear faculty, students from within the system and outside the system, if people have come from outside to participate in this research day, welcome to this beautiful campus. And this young lady has already talked about SRM University AP and the intention of SRM University AP. I don't want to repeat that. But yes, we are a very, very research intensive university, and for the sake of data, I would like to mention some of the things to Rajiv and Amlan, that in 7 years, we have done quite a lot as far as research is concerned in almost all the disciplines. You think of a discipline and we will be there. All the three schools, having several departments, are involved in cutting edge research, and it has all happened because of the faculty and the students. Research Day is basically for the students, where we want to celebrate the research which the students are doing on our campus, and this is the day when we should applaud the efforts which they have made in their specific disciplines. When we say research is not just working on a problem, a lot of thinking goes behind it. First of all, you have to have an idea on which you want to work, and then innovate and inspire yourself to really work on that idea. If the research problem is a problem defined by the guide or a supervisor, then that problem does not remain as a problem. It remains as a tutorial problem where the guide will say something and the students will start doing something or the other, and suddenly something will come, but eventually it will be his idea. So students who are really interested to work on new problems, they only should pick up research as their domain. And along with research, innovation, as I said, is very, very important. And the way the things are happening in the country and around the world, we still yet have to solve thousands and thousands of problems. And this can only be done if we are innovative. Fortunately, the innovation and entrepreneurship culture is all around, in the air. This together with so-called, what we call demon AI, right? You can take it as a demon or a blessing, it's your choice. But together, I think every individual can do a lot. So much so that you don't need to join any companies for that matter. You can start your own companies because the environment is good. Next 30, 40 years, as you know, India is a young population in the world. And everything will revolve around India. And therefore, if you will start working on those new ideas and start your own ventures, businesses, you will rule the world. These are my words today to all of you. So do not underestimate the power of starting your own businesses. There is huge money lying outside. People are ready to invest. So you must take your research to that level. Don't leave it to only publication in journals. Don't stop here. Take it to the different level. We are there to support you, guide you. Institutes like IIT Ropar, IIT Guwahati, IIT Bombay, IIT Gandhinagar, we have connections everywhere. There is no such thing now that this is a public institution, this is a private institution, and we will not join hands. This mindset has completely changed. When I see the leadership at different IITs, I think we should explore as much as we can and collaborate with institutes of excellence and do as much as we can, not only for our own growth, but for the growth of the institution and eventually the growth of the society. With these words, I again, in fact, congratulate the organizers who have put in a lot of effort in organizing this 8th Research Day of SRM University AP, wherein we are going to celebrate research done by the students under the guidance of our learned faculty. Thank you very much.
Thank you for marking this occasion with your esteemed presence, sir. Your guidance serves as a beacon for our research endeavors. Now, taking over as our convener for today's event is Dr. Pradyut Kumar Sankhi, Associate Professor in the Department of ECE. Dr. Sankhi will guide us through the exciting lineup of introductions, addresses, and presentations. Over to Dr. Sankhi.
Very good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend a heartfelt welcome to all the participants and the attendees to the 8th edition of our Research Day celebration. We are privileged to have our esteemed presence of our Vice Chancellor Sir, Registrar Sir, Dean of Research, distinguished deans, directors, head of the departments, esteemed professors, valued colleagues, dedicated student, esteemed research scholars, accomplished medal winners, supportive supervisors among us today. This gathering marks a significant milestone as we unite to honor the 8th Research Day. Our Vice Chancellor Sir already have marked that Research Day should be a transformative to the entrepreneurship. So I hope all the medal winners would be motivated on this direction. It underscores our unwavering commitment to the academic excellence, innovation, and the continuous pursuit of knowledge. It is with great pleasure and honor that we extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guest of honor, Professor Amlan Chakraborty, to this special occasion. Professor Chakraborty is a renowned scholar and full professor at the A.K. Chaudhary School of Information Technology, University of Calcutta, as well as he is a visiting professor at IIIT Delhi. With over 20 years of experience in engineering and education, his contribution to the field are truly remarkable. Throughout his illustrious career, Professor Chakraborty has received numerous accolades and awards, including DST Voicecast Fellowship Award, Erasmus Mundus Leader Awards, and the Hamid Visiting Professor from the University of Cambridge Award. His expertise extends across various domains, including machine learning, computer vision, reconfigurable architecture, VLSI CAD, and quantum computing. Professor Chakraborty's dedication to research and academia is evident throughout his leadership roles in national and international higher education organizations, as well as contribution to the collaborative projects with institutions such as CERN Geneva and GSI Helmholtz Research Laboratory, Germany. As an esteemed member of the academic community, Professor Chakraborty has supervised the graduation of 20 PhD students and has authored over 200 research papers. He also serves as the series editor of Spinger Transaction of Computer System and Network and holds editorial roles in prestigious journals such as Elsevier Journal of Computers and Electrical Engineering. We are truly privileged to have Professor Amlan Chakraborty join us today as our guest of honor. His presence adds immense value to our event and we eagerly anticipate his insights and contribution. Once again, a warm welcome to Professor Amlan Chakraborty. Thank you.
Yeah, so thanks the Vice Chancellor, sir. Thanks to the distinguished chief guest today and all the dignitaries on the dais and the colleagues of the dais, the dear students, okay, the hard-worked research scholars. Okay, we also have progressed the same path like you, okay, who are doing the PhD now and engaged in research. We know what is the hard path, but it's a thing which is very sweet to test, right? After you finish your PhD, right, and people okay, give you a lot of recognition for your research, okay, and then you carry on from there. Okay, so you take so PhD or research gives you a license that you can after finishing it you can do new research. Okay, so in the morning I discussed about quantum computing, so I thought that okay, I will not discuss that. Okay, the other part of my expertise is obviously okay, machine learning, right? And this is happening, right? This generative AI is something which is very happening now. And I hope that I will not get into details of the technical, that means the functions, how I discuss quantum computing here due to the shortage of time, but I will just try to address the audience, considering that it's not only computer science, there are researchers and faculty members from the other disciplines, okay, so that you can just know that means how you can, okay, take ahead the generative AI, okay. So Okay, so artificial intelligence or machine learning is nothing but understanding distributions, right? I said this in my talk, who were not there in the earlier talk. This is that. So we have to understand distributions when we say that we are doing machine learning. So distributions comes from the data we offer to the machine, right? And from that it can speculate about the distributions. Okay. So generative AI is also a tool, something like that, but only what it can do, it can generate samples in the distribution, okay? So the previous forms of AI were discriminative AI. Before generative AI, it was called as a discriminative AI, which means that suppose I give two samples in the distribution, I can say that, hey, this sample is good, and this sample is cancerous, and this sample is benign, right? Okay, understanding the feature space of the distribution. But what I can do now, okay, using generative AI is that I can generate a sample, okay, which has the same feature as a malignant feature, or if I wish, I can use it as a benign sample, okay. So this has a lot of power, right, and this power has been well explored in the language processing, but I think it's not that it's just the start. Okay, we will have a lot of generative AI in our experiments, in our way to handle the different scenarios. Okay, I will try to get a little bit on that. Okay, so this is what is, right. So what it is doing, if you look into that, we have very famous people, right. So the very famous people are there, right, in the Brad Pitt, okay, you're right. So if you see the two persons who are just on the first row top and the second row, right, what it is doing, it is actually, okay, these figures of the personalities, right, are actually being generated based on the movements what these two persons are doing. So what does it mean? It means that these expressions were not actually existing of this particular okay person's for the actors doesn't have these expressions, but these individuals are actually putting the expressions, and then they are generating, right, the images of Brad Pitt, okay, that means, and all other images are being generated, okay, based on the samples which are being created, okay, by these two individuals. Okay, so how does it help, right? It helps in this, right, and it can be different forms, right. So if you see that, you can have a text, okay, right, and the image is created. You can tell that okay, this can be a very disruptive, or right, or this can be used for wrong purpose also. Yeah, so you don't take generative AI and claim your artistic capability. If you do generative AI and claim your artistic capability, it is obviously wrong. Okay, but how it helps? It helps to an architecture, right? Architecture expert. So architecture expert goes to the field, and the client tells that, hey, can you tell me that if I just change this particular structure, or I change the dimension, okay, right, how this three-dimensional space will look. Okay, generative AI can generate that three-dimensional look, or two-dimensional look at a very fast way, right? And you can try a lot of options. Okay, so the architect will give in text the dimensions and the things what she wants, right? And this will be generated, okay, for the visualization purpose. So for the visualization purpose, a lot of applications are there, right? In your construction, okay, in your health, in your policy studies, in your social studies, in your legal cases, right, in your psychology. So lot of things we require visualizations, right? And we cannot generate the visualizations if the data is not there. If the data is not there, we cannot generate the visualizations, because till now we know that I need the data, and then I can generate visualizations. Generative AI is something which you can do. We can generate visualizations, right, because you can create the samples, and then on the samples visualizations can be generated. Okay, that's the power of generative AI if we use for the good purpose. Okay, so a lot of things are there. So now, as I said, the discriminative AI is the most commonly AI what we do. Okay, classification, prediction, clustering, right? This is actually whatever samples are there, right? You give a new sample in the distribution, right? It will try to tell that, hey, this is of this class, or these two samples are pretty close to each other, so they are in the same cluster, or what will be the output if I give sample to this particular function. This is the prediction, okay? But what we do in generative AI is that we actually try to understand the distribution. Now, understanding distribution pretty well, right, and generating the sample is a different type of task, okay? Why I will come to this, okay? So this is something that, yeah, generative AI is coming in every domain. I have been recently been incorporated in the AI standards of IEEE, and yesterday we had an online meeting when I was traveling from Hyderabad to Vizag. I was in that particular meeting, right? And the artificial intelligence standards has a great focus, okay, of IEEE presently as domain-specific language models. So domain-specific language models means that Gen AI will be now going into domain-specific, okay? Power, finance, legal, health, right? Civil and construction, okay? Public utilities. So these are suppose an electrical public works department engineer goes to the field, okay, right, and find there is something is there, right? He has to look into the compliance, he has to look into the government laws, he has to look into the revenue, right, and all these things, right? Okay, presently what he does, he pushes this to officer one pushes to officer 2, and then all the things are being checked. But now using generative AI, I can generate a particular total repository which can support this particular field engineer of all the things what he or she has to do, right, for this particular case in a very faster way, okay, without getting into, okay, physically into the office and getting the data out of that office, okay. So these are the good points, okay, right. And obviously the growth, okay, the growth in the industry, right, is enormous. People are using the generative AI in different type of applications, but it is not always true that all the generative AI applications are getting that way popular, because people started with a lot of ways, but those generative AI applications will be good which can understand multiple distributions, okay, because distribution, so distribution changes, okay, in the same domain distribution changes, okay, because the forest data of a place in Bengal, right, and the forest data in a place in Andhra Pradesh, okay, may not be exactly same in terms of distribution, okay, because the type of the plants, the type of the animals, the type of the weather is not same, okay. So you cannot actually use a distribution of state of West Bengal, and you can generate samples in the distribution of of this particular state. You cannot do that, okay. So this is the learning process, okay, of the generative AI models, that how well it learns various distributions, right, and it tries to understand the intersection between the distributions, okay. So as I said, there are a lot of things we can do, right? Okay, I was discussing with HSBC Bank UK, one of my student who did intern, now she is doing a master's in UCL, and she was telling that, sir, I have an interview with HSBC, okay, business analytics group, and they are trying to ask a presentation how generative AI can be used in banking. Okay, so you know that okay, that means in banking there are a lot of compliances are there in terms of loan, in terms of financial exchanges, what we do, right? And people get stuck in the compliances. The people who are there, right, they also take a lot of delay, and that's the way they lose the customers. Okay, so there are a lot of examples that you can push the compliance, push all the business requirement, all the strategy, all the action plans, right? And you can make a generative model for the specific bank or for a set of banks, and you can do it. But there are some issues, because I work a lot with industries. Industry have a little bit issues. Okay, the issue is that suppose I have a data from customer A, right? I train the model, right, and I use it for customer B. Right, there is some issue now. Okay, so there are due to this moving of data between the organizations for this AI processes. Now there are different types of data standards and data exchange standards are coming up. which I'm not discussing, but these are also to be kept in mind that though we say that we can use a large amount of data, right, from various sectors, right, whether we can do it for the real process, it's still some bottleneck is there. Okay. So not get into the, so this is a little bit computing that, okay, there are two main things which are there in this generative AI. One is called the, variational autoencoder, right? Another one is called the transformer. I'm not getting into this because I think this is a mixed community. Just functionally, I will try to say that, that autoencoder is a very good technique by which you can embed a particular large amount of information using some sort of encoded information. Okay, so encoded information helps to reduce the load of a large amount of data, and we represent them with some sort of minimal representation in the feature space of the data. Okay, right, so that so suppose I tell you that you try to convert the Bengali language, to Kannada, to the language here, right? How we will do it? A most common Indian will do Bengal to English, right, and English to Kannada. Okay, so this is the form, because English is understood by all the decoders. English is understood by Gujaratis, by Tamilians, by Telugu people, all understands English. Okay, so this is a sort of a global encoding process which we use in the language. Similarly, we use an encoding format of the data which can be very different in a particular domain, and we try to map it in other domain. Right, we use a sort of encoding structure, and your transformers are basically how you give the biases. So suppose I tell that, okay, that means today I am in SRM, okay. This means not much if I send this to the friend, okay, right. It means much if I say that today I am in a research day. This gives a lot of information to my friend, okay. So that means that the friend understands there will be a lot of research scholars here, okay. There will be a lot of research discussions here. There will be people who are associated with research, right? It will be a multi-dimensional discussion. So just telling that this is a research day, right? It means a lot of things can be taken out of this. So research day has a very high impact, right, on today, right? Instead of telling that I am in SRM. Okay, so these are high impact, there are high impact terms in your data, right, which are encoded with a higher bias, than the other data, right? And transformer does this transformation, okay, from the data space to the feature space. It adjusts the biases, right? So that when you decode, you actually give more emphasis on the features which are of high bias. Okay, this is in a very nutshell, though I'm briefing in a very smaller way. I'm not getting into these details of this. I will just skip a bit on this. Okay, so this is a good thing. This is a good thing across the domains. Okay, be you are in physics, in chemistry, computer science, psychology, language, right? You can use this. So what you try to do here is that means you try to develop. Okay, this is called transfer learning model, which can be used where we have a particular domain, and then we try to work it in a particular specific way. Okay, suppose I have collected the data of English language, right? Can I just make it to the political science? Okay, can I just figure out to the political science? So this type of techniques are also available, where we try to have a very larger wide data in our corpus, in our hand, right? And then we can streamline it, and we can reduce it, okay, for a very specific application with some smaller number of steps. Because why? Because only if we try to train in the political science, might be that I don't find so many English words existing in the present political science. But if we train in a larger English set, right, we can know the English very well, and then we channelize it to political science. So those are the things which we also do in the case of these language models, okay? Right? And prompt engineering, I think this is very much important now. So one is how you develop. What I spoke here is that how you develop this generative AI, but then how you use the generative AI, right? And this is again very common. So prompt engineering is something, okay, where people are now developing efficiencies. Okay, people ask prompt engineers for specific domains. Okay, hey, can you give good prompts for some of the domains like finance, agriculture, okay, say health, right? So how you can do that? Okay, so this prompt engineering is that means something that you have to understand that what are the rules of the prompt engineering. I'll not get into details of this, but you have to understand that what prompt you are giving, it's a sort of clue, okay, so that your back engine can understand what is you require. Okay, that means you have to understand that the back engine is not doing any computing in per se. That means it is not doing any mathematical computation. Okay, your back engine is trying to extract and trying to sum up the content which they can extract based on your query. So you give a query through your prompt, right? Your tool, that means your GenAI model, will try to understand what is the meaning of this query, and based on this meaning, it will take a lot of data which is there in the backend, right? And it will try to merge this in a particular language model and give you an output. It will not able to take any decisions on the data, which is real computing. Okay, that we have to remember, that all the generative AI model is not doing computing like what we do in a formal machine learning. Okay, that means in a formal machine learning, you actually propose what is the outcome of a function. Okay, here what we do, you try to find the nearest search, okay, of your request which is available in my repository, right? Understanding the meaning of what you are searching, right, and trying to connect it to the backend where the repository, and trying to go to those particular locations of the repository where the closest match of this particular request is there, right? And that is what it does, and then it does some sort of normalization, some sort of fine tuning of the particular output, so the output looks very good to us. So sometimes the output goes very wrong, okay, because it doesn't have any computational logic for generating the output. Okay, so I'm not getting into details of this. So ChatGPT is one of the very important thing, and this is the prompt engineering is also one of the. So we also tell in this particular consideration that domain expert is very much required when we generate when a ChatGPT model is actually generated. Suppose we have implemented a ChatGPT model for the public health workers in the state of West Bengal. Okay, because health workers what happens is that these health workers are not doctors. The protocol of a particular disease changes and the disease scenario changes. Okay, so how fast a particular health worker will learn that is very difficult for them, right? And you cannot have the training of the health workers. That means so intermittent way. Okay, so the best possible way is that can we have a sort of chatbot or a trainer for the health workers, where the doctors will constantly push the thing and check that whether the chatbot is deploying well, and the chatbot will be utilized by the people at the field who will be directly supporting the persons for various diseases. Okay, so this is called the human in the loop, right? Or domain expert will always be there. So you don't feel that the experts will be depleted due to AI. Experts will be always there where they can contribute to AI. Okay, the experts who can contribute to the AI to make the AI more and more accurate, those experts will stay. But those who will just try to take the information and try to place me that, sir, I have found the information, okay, those will not be there. Okay, because I can find the information very easily from these particular tools. Right? If you can help me in improving that information, what my GenAI is generating, then you have a value in the market. Okay. So I'm not, that means, and it's not only text, it can generate the pictures from the text, and DALL-E is one of the things. So again, I claim that don't claim any artistic, this is coming also, this is called responsible AI, ethical AI, which restricts you to take a claim what AI generated thing. You can only tell that for my service purpose, I have used this so that I can serve the population in a better way. So for service purpose, you can always use it, but you cannot take the artistic claim out of something which is generating by the generative AI. Okay. So I will just close here. I think time is there. So a lot of things are there in the coming up in the GenAI domain. right? And obviously it is increasing in the according to the source, right? According to the all the, yeah. So I am done, right? Just to motivate yourself that okay, Gen AI is something which is okay, which can be a very filled find a particular AI which actually goes into directly into the field, right? For supporting your information. That means I had a meeting with Microsoft OpenAI. It's not information only, right? Microsoft AI has shown me that the dashboards what we used for our public services like government offices, if you go right, or maintenance people, if you go, they see the data coming up and down and graphs and charts, right? And if you are a software developer, right, that means okay, the way we started our career, right, you have to map the data with the database with the front end, right, and code so that those displays are coming well, right? Now what is done, there's those particular display patterns are being generated by generative AI, right, and the job of those mechanical job of generating those displays are not not there, but what you have to do, you now have to have a good statistician, right, who can tell that what generative AI is doing, whether it is good or we have to correct anywhere. So now the job is that whether you can contribute in making your Gen AI better and better, right, instead of just doing the things. Okay, so that is a more amount of challenge to the students and the researchers in the next generation. That is not only data generation, but you have to also work that whether the data generation and the experiments we are doing, right, are actually okay. That means are actually working in the proper way. Okay, so you have to go higher up, right? Only just passing the data to your system, right, or to your program, right? You have to have a more domain knowledge. You have to get more domain knowledge to find or rectify that you have generated an AI model, but whether it is working in all the all the scenarios or not. Okay, so challenge is more actually due to the AI now for the researchers. Okay, in terms of the thought process, in terms of the knowledge level they have to acquire. Fine, thank you all.
It is my absolute honor and privilege to have Professor Rajiv Ahuja, Director, IIT Ropar, with us today as our chief guest for this special occasion. Your distinguished leadership, exemplary contribution to academia, and remarkable achievement serve as an inspiration to all of us, sir. Professor Rajiv Ahuja assumed the position of the Director at the Indian Institute of Ropar on 1st April 2021 and currently holds the additional responsibility of officiating in charge of IIT Guwahati. Prior to his directorship at IIT Ropar, Professor Ahuja was a professor of computational material science at Uppsala University, Sweden, where he continues to hold a distinguished position. He is widely acknowledged as one of the most highly cited researcher in both Sweden and India, and he is recognized as top 5 material scientist in both countries. Professor Ahuja's expertise lies in computational material science with a focus on energy related areas such as batteries, hydrogen storage, and high pressure physics. His exceptional research contributions are evidenced by over 1,150 scientific publications in peer-reviewed journals with the H index of 102. Thank you, sir, for getting the century. And an I-10 index of 786 on Google Scholar. Notably, his work has been published in numerous high-profile journals such as Science, Nature, Nature Material, PNS, and PRL. In recognition of his outstanding achievements, Professor Ahuja has been honored with numerous awards and accolades, including the Best Alumnus Award from IIT Roorkee, the Fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry in London, and the APS Fellow by the American Physical Society in the USA. He is also elected member of Swedish Royal Society of Sciences and serves on the advisory boards of prestigious journals such as the Journal of Materials Chemistry A and Material Advances from the Royal Society of Chemistry. Throughout his remarkable career, Professor Ahuja has demonstrated a commitment to mentorship and academic collaboration. He has supervised 30 PhD students and more than 35 postdoctoral fellows and regularly serves as a reviewer for several international funding agencies. His dedication to fostering academic collaboration has been recognized through awards such as Scheme for Promotion of Academic and Research Collaboration, SPARC, from MHRD India, and the Global Initiative of the Academic Networks GAN Awards from MHRD India. Today, as we celebrate the 8th Research Day, we are honored to have Professor Ahuja grace us with his presence. Your wisdom and expertise continue to inspire and guide us in our pursuit of knowledge and excellence. Once again, a warm and heartfelt welcome to you, sir. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Now I would like to invite Professor Ahuja to deliver his talk.
I am very impressed. I just took a tour around your campus. So you have a very, I will say that one of the modern campus which I have seen in India. And good thing is that you don't give the name of the building by chemistry, physics or engineering. You give it a name with a famous scientist. So that's a good culture, and which also create when we talk about the multidisciplinary research, or which is a part of the national education policy. So coming from Sweden, I always forget actually people sitting in the dais actually, because there we start just directly. We don't say Mahim, Director Mahodaya, Mahamahim, Vice Chancellor. तो वो हमारा हम सब भूल गए, तो यहाँ पे आगे तो महामहिम भी कहना पड़ता है डायरेक्टर को, वाइस चांसलर को. एक दिन वाइस चांसलर बोलते हैं मुझे कि ये महामहिम क्या होता है. So I would like to thank Manoj and for inviting me, and also Ranjit also. I know Ranjit also before coming here because I met him first time in SRM in Chennai actually. And Manoj and we are from the same institution, same time, we were in the same hostel. So we have a lot of memories, and he said that, okay, in the evening we will brush up those memories separately. I don't want to speak in front of you. And since I am living out of India more than 32 years, so I'm still on leave actually. So my research group is still there in Uppsala. And we are continuing working because that's my passion. And I always say that you celebrate the research day. Research should be a passion. हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि रिसर्च क्या बोलते हैं, उसको चस्का होता है. If you are addicted with the research, you cannot live without research. So in Sweden, sometimes we say research is a hobby. अगर वहाँ पे उसके पास जाओ प्रेसिडेंट के पास कि सर आई हैव डन सो गुड रिसर्च, गिव मी मोर मनी, बोलता है आपको किसने बोला रिसर्च करो, मैं तुमको पैसे भी नहीं दूंगा तभी भी तुम रिसर्च करोगे, बिकॉज आई नो यू आर एडिक्टेड. So you bring money from outside. So in Sweden, we do 100% research from bringing money from outside. So university will say, no, I will not give you money. You do research, bring money outside, hire as many people you want to hire. So this is a culture we have to bring in India also. You as a faculty members, you should think that why I should ask money to my institution. I bring money from outside. And the way you start bringing money from outside, you will feel more confident. And institute will be also benefited by this because institute will charge overhead. So institute IRG, internal review, revenue will be bigger. And IRG is very important for any institution. Even we work in IITs. So when in IITs, when we do the construction, ministry say, okay, take HEFA loan. And when they give us a loan, then bank people come, they will ask me, what is your IRG? I say 125 crore. Okay, you can get maximum 500 crore loan. So it's a 1:5 ratio almost. So internal revenue is very important. So when you bring outside projects, then you have a timeline. So you know that you have to perform a research, you have to publish paper, you have to file a patents, and it's become a sequence. And when you file patent or research, when we talk about research, when Manoj say that we don't need to just publish a paper, we have to do a translational research where you can translate your research in some kind of a startup or something, which Manoj also say that why you want to ask for a job, you start your own startups. And nowadays this startup culture came in India. We are we are becoming one of the most innovative countries in the world, and or who has a country which has one of the country which has maximum unicorn now. When we talk about innovation, if you look at India's innovation index, India is around 40th place. But a small country like Nordic countries, Sweden also, Sweden is number 3 in the world when it's come to innovation index. So this is what we have learned there. Sweden said that I am a small country, I cannot compete with Germany. I can compete with the innovation. So we have to make India as an innovative country. So innovation is important and research is very important. When I say that innovation is important, basic research is very important. Our basics should be very strong. I will say the basic science is the mother of innovation. अगर आपके basic strong नहीं है, you cannot be innovative because you have to have that kind of thinking. So we want to, this innovation culture should not come in IITs or engineering colleges. It should already start from the schools with the 10+2 grade. Student is very creative at that time. But at that time, what the teacher he got, if they are not good one, innovation culture gone. And so we want a good teachers in the schools for sure, if we want to make India more innovative countries. And I can tell you, in Sweden, even the student from the kindergarten, 5-year-old, they will come to the lab. We show them in the lab. So create some kind of interest. Show them simple experiment. So you make a relation, not with only society, you encourage young kids also to come in science and do research. I tell you, in Sweden, we never talk about anything else. We just talk about research. Teaching everybody is doing, that's their job. But research is very important. As I told you, the basic science is a mother of innovation. So we have to make our strong basis. When we say that IITs are doing good, you know why IITs are doing good? We can find in India the colleges or institute which were established before IIT came. So, but they are not doing good now because when IIT was established, first IIT was established in Kharagpur. So if you go and read the constitution of the IITs, it's written there. IITs will work, IIT will teach science-based engineering education. That's make a difference. And research will be the main part. And if you want to grow in IIT system, you have to do research. And that culture we should bring in country. So we should do the high-end research. Very recently, the QS ranking came and we have I think almost 2 weeks back, on 9th of April, we have a discussion, roundtable discussion in the ministry, how to increase QS ranking. There are 5 parameters like academic perception or employer perception, and then it's come the citation, H-index and international collaboration. Maybe first two factors we cannot control, but last 3 we can control. So we have to do a research which people cites. I don't have to do incremental research. So if I don't get citation, that will be not reflect in my ranking. And that will not reflect also for you also as a researcher. You say, okay, I published so many papers, and somebody will ask, what is your H index? How many people cites you? Then if nobody is citing you, then what kind of research you are doing? So we don't want to do that kind of research. So we have to publish a high quality publication, high quality research, and we have to do a multidisciplinary research. More people on the paper, they will bring different expertise and the value of the paper will grow on. I tell you, when we get a paper in Nature or any other journals for review, we want a complete picture. We don't want, okay, you've done some experiment and okay, I found. Then immediately referee will say, can you do this experiment or can you support by some calculations? So you need a full package if you want to publish in a high profile journal. So we have to do that kind of research and we should forget about our ego. I am also Indian, but I will say that we Indians are very individualistic persons. And we don't want to share our ideas. So as a young researcher, I would like to tell you, especially for the PhD student, talk to other PhD students. Discuss your problem. You don't need to always discuss with your supervisor. If as Manoj said that already, that if supervisor is telling you problem, that's not a problem. You have to come your own idea, your own thinking. And that can be visible. You will see that when you talk to other PhD students. So maybe sometime your supervisor will say, don't talk this to you. दूसरे professor के student से बात मत करो. Don't give him idea. Otherwise he will steal my idea. We don't have any idea. If we have so many good ideas, so we'll get many Nobel Prizes. So you can see that. The last Nobel Prize we got when in 40 is when C.V. Raman got the Nobel Prize for the Raman effect. After that, which Nobel Prize we have got? And we are hiding our research from others. कि उसको नहीं बताना है. Because this is a problem when I face in IIT system also. I tell them, why you work together? बोलता है कि sir, he will steal my idea. मैंने कहा ऐसा तेरा कौन सा idea हो गया भाई? Which he will steal and you will miss the Nobel Prize. So we have to work together, especially our PhD students. Work, discuss your problems. There is nothing like an idea. Nobody is going to steal your idea. People have so many other problems. Why he will take one more problem and steal your idea? We don't need to steal their idea. So work in a team. And I also want that you should always come in coffee or tea break. I remember when in Sweden, one of our professor died. So he said that whatever his money, what he has left, he gave to the institute. He said that use this money for the benefit of all department people. So when the department discussed, then head said that why don't coffee everybody drinks. With this funding, we will support a coffee every morning, 9 o'clock. And the whole department will come. And we will drink coffee and discuss our research issues. And it's happened. It went very well. I remember in first meeting, I met some guy, he was working on the dye synthesized solar cell. He asked me, I want to see this transfer, it's not very fast, and can you do some modeling for me? I said, yes, I can do it for you. Then he said, okay, you do this modeling and then we can discuss. I went and next week I said, this is my result. He says, it's perfectly matched. Let's publish. I say, where you will publish? To Nature. So that paper published in Nature. So if we don't talk each other, how we will share the idea? So we have to share our idea. And one more example I want to give you, how important is a collaboration. When we talk about interdisciplinary research, there was two famous scientists from Uppsala. Uppsala is the oldest university in Northern Europe. 700 years back established. It's the oldest in Northern Europe. There was two famous people in At that time, even no Nobel Prize was started. There is a one guy, his name is Anders Celsius. You know Celsius because you do every day you use the temperature. You say, okay, today temperature is 35 degrees centigrade. So it was given, scale was given by Anders Celsius. He was a professor in our department. And then we have a department of medicine where another scientist, his name was Carl von Linné. He was a professor of medicine. And he has given all the classification of plant which exist now. So there was a workshop and these two guys were sitting. So Linné asked Anders, I heard that you have given a temperature scale where water is boiling at 0 degree and freezing at 100 degree. He told Anders, it sounds very awkward. Why don't you revert your scale? Water should boil at 100 and freeze at 0. That sounds very natural. So Anders got this idea. He went to his lab. He reverted the scale. Think about a medical doctor advising a physicist. He got this idea. He reverts the scale. And I tell you, if he has not reversed the scale, we were still using water is freezing at 100 degree and boiling at 0 degree. So this is an example I want to say how important is collaboration. We have to work as a team. You have to start from your own institution. If you have some research facility, share to your friends or your colleagues. Work in a team. Only that way you can grow. Otherwise, personal growth has no meaning. Institute has to grow together. When institute will grow, the country will grow. And we have to bring everybody together. So there should not be a difference between IITs or a private institution. There are good people everywhere. There are bad people everywhere. So we should not think about it. If you have something good, if I have something good, we should work together. We should go for a common funding. Use your expertise, you use our expertise. We can go for a joint big funding. So this is the way research has to be done. Why I'm saying that? Because today is a research day. And research scholars are very important. I always say that whenever we talk about collaboration, our research scholars should be in the front, not the faculty. Because in the end, they have to work. They will deliver. So why don't they get first-hand information either for industry or for many other funding agencies? So that's it. Another thing is when I joined India, so the government has asked me how to bring industry and academia on the same platform. Because here in India, industry and academia, they don't talk each other. And they are both are having their ego problem. Academia think that industry should come to me. Industry says that academia should come to me, though don't talk each other. So how we can make it's happen. So like I give always a ministry example, like in European countries or like in Uppsala, we always have one mentoring agency, company for each institution. For Uppsala, our mentoring industry is ABB, which is a Swedish big company. If you go to Stockholm, mentoring agency is Sandvik. And if you go to Gothenburg, the mentoring agency is Volvo. So these companies, they say, why we should do research? You are a university, you do research for me. This is your job. They come with their problems, like you celebrate research day. Why don't you celebrate every semester 2 times industry day? Ask industry, give us problem. And industry send us the problem there. And they say, okay, I will come on that day, all industry will sit together and we make a groups and then say, okay, we will solve this problem. Okay, you make this one group. You solve that problem. They give you funding. They give you manpower. And this is the way research has to be done. Industry academia collaboration is very important. And problem with the industry and academia in India, they don't trust each other. Because academia doesn't deliver on time. Industry has a timeline. So if we deliver on time, this trust can be created. And there are also issues with our own faculty members because they don't want to come out from their comfort zone. So they want to do the same thing what they are doing. If you tell them something new, I say, why should I take a problem? I'm happy what I'm doing. So we have to take the risk and we have to work together. This is the way institute can grow. and research can grow and you will get a visibility. So you should be proudly say that I am a faculty of SRM. And when you go anywhere, you can proudly say, you feel proud. So I always say to IIT Ropar also that when I should go sit in IIT council, when 23 directors are sitting, I want to say proudly that I belong to IIT Ropar. So I always say that I will not grow like other older IITs. I will grow in a different way. I will grow through research and innovation. So this is the way IIT Ropar want to grow. We can produce good engineers, any IIT can produce. So there is not a magic. But how you take research and innovation together and take the institute to the next level. So we have to create a curriculum in BTech program also which should be have a research oriented. Because now our BTech engineers, they don't want to go in research labs. They go all multinational companies getting good packages. That is more important. They don't want. But if India has to develop a manufacturing hub as a hub, we have to bring this research culture already in BTech engineers. So we want to start a summer internship where the students should just go only the research lab. And IIT Ropar allows only IIT which allowed 2 internship of 6 months each during the BTech program. Other IITs allow only 1 internship. And we allow also from this year, we are starting AI for all. Because now core branches also want to go to IT to get a job. So we have started AI for all. This will be the minor, everybody will get. So you are a mechanical, you can get a minor in AI. So your job prospects increase. And Ropar wants to be a leader, especially in the area of agri-tech. And there are very good chance that as the government has announced AI for agri-tech, and we are the only IIT which are working on agri-tech, because we are also situated in Punjab, which is a food bowl of India. So there are a lot of things can be done in the area of agri-tech, and especially using AI, ML or other intervention which is coming, technology. We can train, we can tell our farmers, we can advise them, we can do their soil testing easily, all those things. So this is the one of the area where Government of India is going to focus in the future, especially agri-tech and the food processing industry. So these will be the game changer in coming years in India, which will make we are having a lot of food which is wasted. So we have to work in this area. And where all universities, and not only agriculture university, but IITs or engineering institution, they can work together. So I will stop here. How much time I left, Ranjit? ये तो प्रॉब्लम है ना, प्रोफेसर को कभी माइक नहीं देना है. Because if you give a mic to professor, he will not leave. So he will keep on speaking. Because so never give a mic to a professor. So when we talk about collaboration, we talk about innovation. So we have to take also the ownership. We don't take that one. When I work for an IIT or any institution, you come here 9 to 5, do job, and okay, main to chala bhai. So we have to take ownership. Think this institute is your own institution. And that is a difference between other engineering colleges and IITs. IIT gives you the ownership. Institute belongs to you. Don't tell me that institute belongs to a director or vice chancellor. Institute belongs to you. And you have to contribute in your capacity how I can take this institution into the next level. Because IIT cannot grow without student, without faculty, without staff. These are the 3 pillars. Everybody has to take ownership and go 1 step extra, 1 mile extra to do something for your institution. Above all, you are getting your salaries from this institution. So you have to think the betterment of this institute, how we can take. So now you have a director, he's also from IIT's system. So I think he has a vision. And if if you follow his vision and idea, I think SRM will be one of the best university. And you will be the role model for other newly coming industry. Another thing I always tell, because in IIT system, our BTech engineer is they talk only one thing, package. कि उसको 2 करोड़ का मिल गया, उसको 1 करोड़ का package. So we have to think, money is not everything. So I always say that when you are coming in IIT or any university or engineering college, this is a temple of Goddess Saraswati. When you are here, you should just worship of Saraswati. Don't think about Lakshmi. And never mix Saraswati and Lakshmi. You worship Saraswati, Lakshmi will come. Especially to the young people, I want to tell, don't take shortcuts, do good work, Lakshmi will come. If you will run behind Lakshmi, Lakshmi will not come. Worship Saraswati, Lakshmi will automatically come. This is what I learned. And you can do good anywhere. It's not like that to be a BTech engineer in IIT or another, you have to be convent educated. You can come from the normal schools also. You can do good everywhere. And in IITs, most of the students come from the middle class families. And they are doing excellent. So don't take this as a barrier. And as a researcher, I have seen 32 year outset, believe in yourself. US and Europe is not better than you. And you should be very confident with that. Believe in yourself. And when you stand with the confidence and put in the eyes of other professor eyes. Don't lose that eye contact because you are better than them when I'm talking the international student. So this is a time for India, the way India is growing. Otherwise, how I can come after 32 years back to India? So there is something now in India which is attracting. People living in India, outside India, they want to come back to India. And they want to contribute to India. And you are here and you can contribute to the growth of India. And with that, the mantra I say that believe in yourself, you can do anything. And you will do it. You will be the successful and you will be I always say that the future, the country who will lead the world, which has the biggest, not economy power, intellectual power. And world is looking towards India. They were looking for intellectual power. They want to hire Indians anywhere, Europe or US. Because India is the youngest country now. Youngest country that our population average age is around 30 years. So you can deliver. And you can make this India what our Prime Minister always say, the Viksit Bharat. You can make it. In 100 years, when India will celebrate independence, where you want to see India? We should be the Vishwa Guru and world should follow us, not we should follow the world. So always create a research area. Don't follow the other research area which coming from US or Europe. You make your own research area, own your expertise. And they should follow to you. Then you can lead. Then you will be an innovative country in the world. We have to come in the top 10 innovative country in the world in next 5 to 10 years. So this should be the aim. And with that, I stop here. Thank you all of you coming here and inviting me. And it's my pleasure to be here. And we are looking for a future collaboration between IITs, both IITs as well as SRM. Thank you very much.
We are now delighted to unveil the official abstract book for Research Day 2024. This compilation showcases the diverse and fascinating research projects undertaken by our faculty and students. I invite all the dignitaries to come forward and join us in celebrating the culmination of countless hours of dedication and hard work. Please put your hands together. As a token of our appreciation and respect, we now present mementos to our honorable guests, expressing our gratitude for their presence and support. I request Professor Manoj K. Arora, Professor Ranjit Thapa, Dr. R. Prem Kumar to kindly come forward to present the mementos. I request our chief guest, Professor Rajiv Ahuja, to kindly accept our token of gratitude. Please give a huge round of applause. I request our guest of honor, Professor Amlan Chakrabarti, to kindly accept the memento from our university leaders. Let's give a big hand and show our appreciation. Well, the wait is over. It's time to honor and celebrate excellence. We now present medals to the winners who have demonstrated outstanding achievements in their respective fields. Each medal is a testament to their devotion and diligence. Let's applaud their remarkable accomplishments and inspire others to reach new heights of success. Now, before we begin, I request everyone to kindly stay with us until the end for the group photo. Now, I request my colleague Likita to announce the winners. Thank you.
I would like to call upon Gold Medal PhD from the thematic area Chemical Sciences and Green Hydrogen and Green Mobility. I would like to call upon Gokul Sivaguru with the other authors Uday Kumar Gauru and Maheshwaran Giri Ranjan under the supervision of Dr. Sabyasachi Chakraborty. Under the thematic area Commerce, Economics and Management, I would like to call upon Sodik Olaid Beseriu under the supervision of Manzoor Hassan Malik with the title paper, Does Money and Trade Matter in the Growth of Developing Countries? A Non-Linear Regression Evidence from Nigeria. Under the thematic area Computer Science and Engineering, I would like to call upon Gayatri Dara from SRM University under the supervision of Ravikant Kumar with the title paper, Attention Guided CGAN for Improved Salient Objection Detection. From the thematic area Electronics and Communications Engineering, I would like to call upon Hemalata T under the supervision of Dr. Bappaditya Roy with the title paper Highly Isolated Multiband CPW for Triangular Slotted Hexagonal Patch MIMO Antenna. Humanities and Social Sciences, Literature, Linguistics, Culture and Gender, I would like to call upon Zinto Alias for the title paper Metropolis and the Indian Fiction Around Cosmopolitanism under the supervision of Dr. Soni Wadhwa. From the Department of Mathematics, I call upon Anuvinda J under the supervision of Dr. Ranjana Mehta for the title paper On the Depth of Generalized Binomial Edge Ideals. From Mechanical Engineering, I call upon Raja Mangalgiri under the supervision of Dr. Satya Pramod Jami. Nanoscience, Photonics and Spectroscopy Department, I call upon Bhagwati Sharan under the supervision of Dr. Manjula R for the title paper Analyzing the Terahertz Wave Propagation in Heterogeneous Human Heart Tissues, an application for detection of dilated cardiomyopathy. From Physical Sciences, I call upon Bhubalan D under the supervision of Dr. Debabrata Pramanik for the title paper Computational Investigation of Zeta Protein Interaction with Viral DNA in the Context of Epstein-Barr Virus. From Sustainability and Civil Engineering, I call upon Tangudapalli Mahesh Kumar under the supervision of Dr. Nishant Sharma for the title paper Numerical Investigation of Polyurethane Foam in Filled Cold Form Steel Columns, Implications for Buckling Capacity and Energy Absorption. From Silver Medal PhD Electronics and Communication Engineering Departments, I call upon G. Surya Prakash with the other authors W. Jandra under the supervision of Dr. Rupesh Kumar for the title paper A Non-Contact Physiological Vital Signs Detection Using MMA Radar, a Machine Learning Approach. From the Department of Physical Sciences, I call upon Harsha K under the supervision of Dr. G. S. Vinod Kumar for the title paper Development of Tarnish Resistant Silver Alloys by Using Density Functional Theory. From Chemical Sciences and Green Hydrogen and Green Mobility, I call upon Dr. Lalita Bai K under the supervision of Dr. Pathasarathi Maram for the title paper Multi-Wavelength Exhibitable Phosphor for White Lead Application. From the Commerce, Economics and Management, I would like to call upon CHGV Rajani and Hafsa under the supervision of Dr. Juman Iqbal for the title paper Does My Leader's Responsible Behavior Impact My Behavior? From Computer Science and Engineering, I call upon Venkaya Chowdhury B under the supervision of Dr. Rajiv Senapati for the title paper Diabetes Classification Using Optimized Soft Voting Based Ensemble Classifier. From Electronics, Communications and Engineering, I call upon Shivam Bhutiani for the title paper Development of an Integrated Multi-Stage Optical Communication Link Between Earth and Lunar Station. Humanities and Social Sciences, Literature, Linguistics, Culture and Gender, I call upon Biraj Biswas for the title paper Radcliffe Line and Limbo of Precarity, Partitioned Afterlives in the Context of Bengal in Select Bengali Films. From Department of Mathematics, I call upon Shafiquddin with the other authors Jyoti Ranjan Nayak under the supervision of Dr. Vijay Krishna Rautu for the title paper Reconstruction of 2D Simple Manifold from a Level Set Using Shape Gradient. From Mechanical Engineering, I call upon Syed Zahid under the supervision of Sarfara Hussain S. Halkarni for the title paper Impact of Non-Metonic Viscosity Variations on Flow Dynamics in Layered Heterogeneous Porous Media. For thematic area Nanoscience, Photonics and Spectroscopy, I call upon Lakshmi Darsi under the supervision of Dr. Gautam Rana. Physical Sciences, I call upon Vivek Pandey under the supervision of Panakaj Balla. From Sustainability and Civil Engineering Department, I call upon S. Kaveri under the supervision of Dr. Ravireja KVNS. Now from the category Gold Medal UG PG, I call upon Abdullah Muhammad from the thematic area Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning 1 under the supervision of Bane Bandana Das with the other authors Papireddy Epala, Chaitanya Guntu, Suresh Babu Yellisetti. Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning 2, I call upon KDM Padmavati with the other authors Jayant Sai Vinnakota under the supervision of Sumalata Saleti. Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning 3, I call upon Harshavardhan Kandavali with the other authors Harshavardhan D and Chetan Sai under the supervision of Dr. Ajay Bharadwaj. Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning 4, I call upon Lakshmi Abhigna Matte with the other authors Komori Nihar and Yakareddy Dhanush Reddy under the supervision of Dr. Morampudi Mahesh Kumar. From Biomedical Image Processing and Healthcare Technologies, I call upon Uday Sai Chaganti with the other authors Jitan Chaudhary Atluri, Hitesh Polavarapu under the supervision of Hemant Kumar Kalluri. I call upon P. Teja Shivakumar from the thematic area Cloud Computing and Internet of Things with the other authors Pavan Sastri NVSS, Akshaya T, Fazal Sheikh. I call upon Prithvi Krishna from the thematic area Communication and Digital Technologies with the other authors Ishwar Panchakarla under the supervision of Dr. V. Uday Shankar. From the thematic area Cyber Security, I call upon Shriya Alahari with the other authors Saumya Yakala, Venkata Veda Vivek Boggavarapu, Jansi Chennu under the supervision of Dr. M. Mahesh Kumar. From Electric Vehicles and Hybrid Electrical Vehicles, I call upon Srinath Parasa with the other authors Rahul Sheikh Taufik, Srinath Parasa, Krishna Kaushik, Fazal Sheikh, Mohammad Muzakkir Hussain, Feroz Ghazi under the supervision of Dr. Muzakkir Hussain and Dr. Feroz Ghazi. From Environment and Sustainability, I call upon ASV Subhash with the other authors MS Sunil Kumar under the supervision of Dr. JVP Bhagat Singh. From Humanities and Social Sciences and Commerce, Economics and Management, I call upon Rajalakshmi under the supervision of Chandana Dekha. From Image Processing and Computer Vision, I call upon Ayan Naskar under the supervision of Dr. Divya Chaturvedi. From Optics and Photonics, I call upon Udit Kumar Madhi, Sri Charan Korapati, Janardhan V, Yashasvi under the supervision of Swagata Samantha. From Psychological Sciences, I call upon Harshita Yarlagadda and Bandili Kalanvita under the supervision of Dr. M. Damodaran. From Quantum Electronics and Quantum Mechanics, Biophysics, RF Devices, I call upon Navya Teja Dasari under the supervision of Dr. Pankaj Balla. From the department VLSI and Embedded Systems 1, I call upon Ramaraju Datta Sai with the other authors Jayant and Putti Ashwini under the supervision of Dr. M. Durga Prakash. From Mechanical Engineering, I call upon Sai Yashwant P with the other author Harin Kartikeya CH with the supervision of Supen Kumar Sa. Under the category Silver Medal UG PG, from the department Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning 1, I call upon K. Sravya Sri with the other authors Sharini Dipti, A. Maunika, Y. Sai Shravani Kundana under the supervision of Bane Bandana Das. From Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning 2, I call upon Lakshmi Sai Praneeth Saduneni with the other authors Bhargav K. Puneet Sai S. under the supervision of Dr. M. D. Muzakkar Hussain. From the thematic area, Cloud Computing and Internet of Things, I call upon Harshita Burugupalli with the other authors Durga Prasad Batinini under the supervision of Dr. K.A. Sunita. From Image Processing and Computer Vision, I call upon P.N.B.S. Ishwar with the other authors Prithvi Krishna Pavaluri under the supervision of Dr. Sunil Chinnadurai. From Mechanical Engineering, I call upon Koti Surya Teja with the other authors Balla Mohan Venkata Durga Krishna under the supervision of Professor Pulan Vivekananda. From the special mention category UGPG, I call upon Sudha Kiran Sai Reddy with the other authors Ashish Kartikeya Gogineni, Harika Kakarala, Thadi Venkata Satyamurthy, Peeta Vamsi Krishna under the supervision of Murali Krishna Enduri. Under the thematic area Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning 2, I call upon Rajalakshmi Kadiala under the supervision of Dr. Sanjay Kumar with the other authors Yashwant Chowdhury Gavini, Manish Chowdhury Kalluri. Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning 4, I call upon Yakareddy Dhanush Reddy with the other authors Congress Sri Satya Sai Karthik, Ramineni Sai Venkat and Madhulapalli Aditya under the supervision of Dr. Priyanka Singh. From Biomedical Image Processing and Healthcare Technologies, I call upon Pennada Manoj Harsha, Vardhan Teja and with the other authors L. Nikita, Y. Manisai and G. Malesh under the supervision of M. Krishna Siva Prasad. From Cloud Computing and Internet of Things, I call upon S. D.V.S.N. Sai Varma with the other authors P. Hemanjali under the supervision of R. Manjula. From Environment and Sustainability, I call upon Venkat Sri Harsha with the other authors Pothireddy Sridhar Reddy under the supervision of Dr. G.S. Vinod Kumar. From Humanities and Social Sciences, Commerce, Economics and Management, I call upon Hima Sai Naidu CH with the other authors S. Hima Vashita Reddy, B. Sri Lakshmi, K. Sukirti under the supervision of Dr. Bhikkhu Singh Rathod. From Mechanical Engineering, I call upon Dhruv Bagai with the other authors Aniket Raj under the supervision of Dr. Supen Kumar Sa. From Optics and Photonics, I call upon Ketan Harikrishna under the supervision of Dr. Gautam Rana. I request you all to congratulate all the winners. From Quantum Electronics, Quantum Mechanics, Biophysics, RF Devices, I call upon N. Sai Kusum Sarayu with the other authors under the supervision of Dr. Manjula. From VLSI and Embedded Systems 2, I call upon Umesh Reddy Kayuru with the other author Kavya Konakati under the supervision of Dr. Ramesh Vaddi.
I now invite Professor Ranjit Thapa, Dean Research, SRM University AP, to announce the university's Best Researcher Awards.
So I want to announce 5 Best Researcher Award, and particularly the history of this award is on the day of 5th September 2023. A very innovative idea has came from the mind of Professor Manoj K. Arora, and in that day he announced this 5 research award to be given in 5 different areas. And then we started working on different metrics, and we have defined 5 different metrics on each award is research publication, citation, patents, external funded projects and miscellaneous. And of course, the weightage is different in different areas, and which is of course circulated to all the faculty. The work which is counted from the faculty member is duration is 22 and 23, and mostly they have joined before January 2022. So, and this award is a yearly award, and it will be given during that research day. It is announced at that time. So, after we formulate everything, we have called for proposal application, and we got more than 20-25 applications of faculty member in different categories. And after that we have formulate a committee which is chaired by Professor V.S. Rao, advisor to President of SRM University AP, and 3 external experts nominated by Vice Chancellor. The first expert is Professor Arun K. Grover, who is the former Vice Chancellor of Punjab University, Chandigarh, and Dr. Deepak Pandit, who is the Chair Professor of B.M. Munjal Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Mr. Rakesh Sharma, entrepreneur and formerly Philips India Limited, plus deans of school and myself as a member secretary. So we have evaluated all the proposal and we have came into a conclusion in anonymously, and actually all three have given their recommendation independently, and we are surprised to get a same recommendation from all three, and we really don't have to discuss much, and we have come into the conclusion in a very easy way. So now I am going to announce that award, and I will read also the citations. When I will read, I request the award winner to come into the dais, and I request Professor Rajiv Ahuja sir, Professor Manoj Arora, Professor Amlan sir to come front and give this award. This is the first time we are starting the award, and it's a very prestigious award in our faculty system. Professor Dr. Prem Kumar sir. So the 5 categories are Best Experimental Research Award, Best Theoretical Research Award, Best Industrial Research Award, Best Social Impact Researcher Award, Best Young Researcher Award, and I will call the first awardee name. The Best Experimental Research Award, the faculty member is Dr. K. M. Divya Chaturvedi. Dr. K. M. Divya Chaturvedi is a seasoned academician and researcher working towards the development of a cost-effective breast tumor diagnostic device based on microwave sensor. She has been cited in the top world 2% scientist list 2023 by Stanford University in collaboration with Elsevier and Global Scientific Research Database Scopus. Dr. Divya has published her work in notable journals such as IEEE Antennas and Wireless Propagation Letters as the first author. She received 2 major funded projects for science from Science and Engineering Research Board and ISRO as PI and co-PI. The second category, Best Theoretical Researcher Award, goes to Dr. Mahesh Kumar Rava. Dr. Mahesh Kumar Rava is a prominent researcher with his pioneering work in the field of chemistry. Dr. Rava is currently exploring organic electronic, organic solar cell and organic photocatalyst using a combination of quantum and classical mechanical method. He has published 14 articles as a corresponding author in prestigious journal during the last 2 years. Dr. Rava has also secured 3 major funded projects as principal investigator from Science and Engineering Research Board, Department of Science and Technology and National Supercomputer Mission with a total outlay of 80 lakhs. It is with the pride that SRM University AP bestows the Best Theoretical Researcher Award upon Dr. Mahesh Kumar Rava on the 8th Research Day 2024. Again, the awards comes with a citations, a memento, shawl and 50,000 rupees cash prize. We have the third category, Best Industrial Researcher Award. So it goes to Professor G. S. Binod Kumar, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Professor G. S. Binod Kumar is an eminent figure in the field of mechanical engineering with his work in the development of cellular gold and gold foam via metal casting route. 3 of his work has successfully transferred to the industry: hard lead free brass technology, gold foam process technology were transferred to Titan Company Limited, and tarnish resistant silver alloy to Vaman Havare Pete and Sons. Professor Binod has published 3 patents in last 2 years and 3 patents has been granted to him. He has also received more than 80 lakhs of industry consultancy project during this 2 years. It is with the pride that SRM University AP bestows the Best Industrial Researcher Award upon Professor G. S. Binod Kumar on the 8th Research Day 2024. So the fourth category is the Best Social Impact Researcher Award, and the award goes to Dr. Ghanasyam Pandey, Department of Economics.
Dr. Ghanshyam Pandey is a luminary researcher addressing the root cause of rural and agrarian distress through his research. He has examined I think Pradhan Mantri Kisi Yojana coverage, benefits, constraint, barrier and opportunity and purpose of multifaceted approach involving policy reforms, institutional support and community empowerment for the future. He has published 5 articles as first author in various Scopus Index journal. He has also received 2 major projects from NABARD and ICSSR with a total outlay of about 30 lakhs in last 2 years. It is with pride that SRM University AP bestows the Best Social Impact Researcher Award upon Dr. Ghanshyam Pandey on the 8th Research Day 2024. The last category is the Best Young Researcher Award, and it goes to Dr. Ramanjaya Reddy, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Dr. Ramanjaya Reddy is a rising researcher who reported a novel 3-leg asymmetrical voltage resonant converter that offer independent dimming control for multiple method LED lighting applications. This innovation holds great promise for enhancing the efficiency and versatility of LED lighting system, paving the way for more sustainable and adaptable lighting solution in various industrial applications. Dr. Reddy has published 13 articles including IEEE transaction on industry application and 7 patents in the last 2 years. 6 of his articles has been published in Q1 journals. It is with the pride that SRM University AP bestows the Best Young Researcher Award upon Dr. Ramanjaya Reddy on the 8th Research Day 2024.
Congratulations to all the award winners. I request our registrar, Dr. R. Prem Kumar, to deliver the word of thanks.
The dignitaries on the dais, my dear colleagues, students, the researchers, faculty members, and all who are presented here, including the press and media. Good evening to you all. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks for such a wonderful Research Day function, wherein we have the chief guest, Professor Raju Ahuja, and a guest of honor, Professor Amlan Chakravarti. I thank the chief guest as well as the guest of honor for sparing some time and to be with us during this important day to encourage our researchers and the students in pursuing the research as one of their core future career activity. And to build the research as a career is passionate and to become a hobby so that it doesn't stress you. That is a message we got. Thank you very much, Professor, for giving that message to us. And I also thank our management, especially Professor P. Satyanarayanan, President of SRM University AP, Professor Manoj K. Arora, Vice Chancellor of SRM AP, for being supportive, not only financially, but also in all respect to build the research culture in the university. And the most importantly, to make this kind of event a success, the researchers who participated in all the research paper submission and to test their academic and research activities through academic review. Congratulations to them and thanks to them. The award winners, I wish best wishes to them, and the future award winners also who are here, I wish all the best for the years to come. And an event like this cannot be successful without the dedicated organizing committee and conveners and the supportive directorates, Directorate of Communication, Directorate of CLM, Student Affairs, and all the directors and finance team for fully support this event to make a great success. And press and media for being with us to report and to support. Thank you all.
With that gratitude being expressed, I now request all the Best Researcher awardees and medal winners to join our dignitaries on the dais for the group photo. Let us capture this moment of camaraderie and achievement, symbolizing our unity.